things out of sight. For a while it looked alright, like the mask could survive the night. But every lie I tried to keep started haunting me in sleep. Because truth has a quiet way of breathing through while we try to erase. A lie can live for just a while, hide behind a borrowed smile. But sooner or later the cracks appear and the truth comes whispering near. You can run, you can disguise, but lies don't survive. But lies don't survive. I've seen people build whole lives on words they knew weren't right. But every false thing carried along slowly turns the heart to stone. And honesty may hurt at first, like opening an old wound worse. But pain that's true can finally heal, unlike secrets we conceal. The soul grows tired carrying weight that was never meant to stay. A lie can shine like polished gold, but it can't survive growing old. Because truth keeps calling through the dark like a fire beneath the sparks. And no matter how we hide, truth waits alive inside. Truth waits alive inside. What if freedom starts right here, the moment we stop living in fear? Not perfect, not untouched, just honest enough. Because truth may shake your world apart, but lies slowly poison the heart. So I'll choose the harder road, even if the truth feels cold. Because I'd rather break and heal than live a life that isn't real. And when the silence finally clears, truth is all that's left here. The mask fell softly to the floor, and I don't need it anymore. Because lies fade over time, but truth survives. Ooh.
I try to find what I could feel, pretending it was never real, pushing truth out of my cycle, and wrong felt like right. I felt control would make it change if I resisted hard enough, but all I did was build a wall that only made it rough. You can't hear what you deny, you can't know what you won't see. The truth you're running from is the truth that sets you free. Nothing changes till you face it, till you let it be what it is. You don't grow by turning away or fighting what exists. Blame will never set you free, only holds you down. Freedom starts the moment you stop pushing truth around. It's easy just to point the blame, to find a reason, find a name, to place the weight on someone else and never face yourself. But every time you do that, you close another door, and every truth you refuse to hold comes back a little more. Blame creates another cage, even if it feels like release. But facing what is real inside is where you find your peace. Nothing changes till you face it. break through. Face it, and you'll be free. You give your heart to everybody, carry weights that aren't your own, always trying to save the broken while you break behind closed doors. You say I'm fine with tired eyes, smile while slowly falling apart, being kind to every stranger but cruel to your own heart. You can't pour love from an empty soul, you deserve kindness too. Don't forget to love yourself the way you love everybody else. Every scar, every flaw still deserves compassion through it all. You are more than your mistakes, more than all the pain you hide away. So when the whole world feels too much, don't forget your own heart needs love. I know the voice inside your head telling you you're not enough, comparing every breath you take to impossible versions of love. But nobody survives this life without some cracks inside their skin. And healing starts the moment you stop treating yourself like the enemy within. You don't have to earn your worth, you were enough before the hurt. Don't forget to love yourself even on the nights you need help. Every tear, every fear doesn't make you disappear. You are human, not a machine. You don't have to bleed to be seen. So hold your own heart gently now, like you would for someone else somehow. Yeah, the world can leave you empty, make you question who you are, but the light you keep searching for has always lived inside your heart. And maybe loving yourself is the bravest thing of all. Don't forget to love yourself even when nobody else can help. Every wound and every fight still deserves a little light. You've survived so many storms, still your heart keeps carrying on. So tonight before you fall apart, choose to love your own heart. Love yourself too, you deserve it too. Don't forget you.
I kept waiting for a sign, some perfect road, some painted line, something certain I could trust before I gave my heart enough. But the map stayed blank for years, covered over by my fears, till one day I finally moved, and found the road beneath my shoes. Maybe nothing starts complete, maybe life appears beneath our feet. Paths are made by walking on, step by step through the unknown. Not by standing still and dreaming, but by moving while believing. Because every road we someday know was once untouched below. The people who inspire me most Didn't always know where they would go. They simply carried hope ahead through sleepless nights and doubt instead. And every scar along the way became part of the shape they made, because direction slowly grows inside the hearts that choose to go. The future isn't waiting somewhere far. It's built by where your footsteps are. No road appears before the walk, no song exists before it's sung. You learn the rhythm as you move. It's how the soul discovers truth, because life was never meant to be fully understood before it's lived. What if uncertainty's the point? What if meaning comes through choice? It's not from seeing every turn, but from taking steps that burn. Because courage isn't knowing how, it's simply moving now. So I'll keep walking through the rain, even if I can't explain where this road will finally end or who I'll be around the bend. Because one thing I know for sure, the path appears when we endure. The night stretched wide before my eyes. No clear answers, no clear signs, but somewhere beneath my wandering feet a road was forming quietly. I used to sit with careful hands, waiting for the perfect chance, thinking if I moved too soon, everything I loved might lose. But time kept slipping through my skin while I stayed trapped inside my head. And slowly I began to see the danger wasn't failing me. The worst regret is not the fall, it's never moving at all. I'm not afraid of taking chances or the scars that come with dancing. I fear the silence, staying still, watching life pass by at will. Because mistakes can heal with time, but untouched dreams forever hide. Every road I didn't take still echoes like a quiet ache. Not because I know they'd work, but because I never learned. And every leap that left a bruise still taught me something true. Even the nights I lost my way moved me more than standing safe. Action may break your heart in two, but inaction slowly buries you. So I'll risk the wrong decisions over lifetimes spent in wishing I'd rather fall while reaching high than never know the reason why. Because the heaviest thing I found is the weight of not moving now. What if courage is uncertainty? What if it's simply moving despite fear? Not knowing how it ends, but refusing not to begin. Because life was never made for souls too scared to change. I'm not afraid of what could fail, I'm afraid of growing stale, of waking up one day to find I left my real life behind. So even if I lose tonight, at least I chose to before regret does.
You call her late when the night gets cold. Drive downtown with the windows low. Play that song that you used to know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Take her laughing through the avenue. Strawberry ice cream after school. Tell her things that she told me to, like it's new, like it's new. And I hate the way it still feels the same, like I'm watching us replay. Oh my God, it's deja vu. Every little thing you do, the way you smile, the way you move, like we never made it through. You paint the sky in the same old blue, turn our memories into something new. Maybe she believes it too, but I know the truth. It's just deja vu. It's just deja vu. You still dance when you're half awake, still mess up every word you say, still pretend that you're hard to break, but you ain't changed. No, you ain't changed. Now she's wearing your oversized clothes, laughing at the jokes I know, living in the scenes we wrote, frame by frame, taking my place. And I try to move on, but your shadow stays on everywhere that I go. Oh my God, it's deja vu. Every little thing you do, the way you touch, the way you choose, feels exactly like the truth. You stole pieces of me for someone new. Now she's living in the afterglow. Maybe she believes in you, but I see through your deja vu. Your deja vu. Do you call her when you can't sleep? Tell her secrets you once told me. Does she know she's in my story? Maybe love's just recycled scenes, different face, same old dream, but it still kills me. Oh my God, it's deja vu. Watching someone play my role for you. Every word and every move, like our ending never happened to you. Maybe someday I'll laugh it off. Maybe someday it won't hurt this much. But tonight I'm stuck inside this deja vu. Yeah, you've been here before, and so have I. Same movie, different night. Everybody said follow your heart, like it always knows the way, like love would never leave a scar or turn bright skies into gray. So I jumped without a warning, gave you every piece of me. Thought if I just loved you harder, you'd become my destiny. But nobody told me hearts can lie or break while trying to survive. Everybody said follow your heart, so I did it now. It's torn apart, now I'm dancing with the echoes of the promises we made in the dark. I believed love could save me, now I'm bleeding from the truth. Maybe hearts hearts don't always lead you home. Sometimes they destroy you too. I replay every conversation like a movie stuck on repeat, wondering where we lost ourselves between your hands and my heartbeat. Maybe I was too emotional, maybe I just wanted something real. But when you love without protection, you eventually feel the steel. Still, I'd rather feel this pain than never love at all again. Everybody said follow your heart, so I ran straight into the dark. Now your memory lives inside me like a fire, leaving permanent marks. I believed every word you whispered, like forever was the truth. Maybe hearts don't always know the way, sometimes they just lead to you. Yeah, I'm broken now, but at least I know I live. At least I gave somebody everything I had to give. And maybe that's the cost to love you. Either risk the pain or spend your whole life wondering what could have been. Everybody said follow your heart, and maybe they were right from the start. Even shattered hearts still beat, even ruined stars still leave light in the dark. So I'll carry every scar, every lesson love put through. 'Cause even if my heart got broken, at least I know it was true. I followed my heart and it broke, but it was real. There were nights I thought were endless, no moonlight, nowhere to run. Every dream felt far and broken, like the world had come undone. I kept searching for a reason through the silence and the scars. Then I looked above the darkness and finally saw the stars. Maybe light was always there, I just couldn't see it yet. When it is dark enough, you can finally see the stars. Every room begins to glow inside the deepest dark. Sometimes heartbreak opens eyes, sometimes pain reveals who we are. And in the middle of the night, we learn to see the stars. Every loss became a lesson, every fall became a flame. Not because the hurt was beautiful, but because I never stayed the same. The brightest souls are often born from nights that nearly tore them apart, because the dark can teach a human how to listen to their heart. Maybe darkness isn't the end, maybe it's where healing begins. When it is dark enough, you can finally see the stars. Every tear reflects a light hidden underneath the scars. Sometimes fear can guide the lost, sometimes pain can heal the heart. And in the shadows of this life, we remember who we are. Yeah, I used to fear the darkness, like it only came to take. But maybe nights exist to show us where daylight hides away. Because stars were always waiting beyond the fear and broken parts. When it is dark enough, you can finally see the stars. Every battle leaves behind a light inside your heart. So even if the night feels endless, even if the world falls apart, I'll keep looking through the darkness for the beauty in the stars. Dark enough to see the stars still shining through the dark.
If the world turns its back on you, if you stand with nothing left, every face becomes a shadow, every word a test. When the silence grows so loud and the ground begins to shake, you feel like you're the only one with something left at stake. Even if you stand alone with nowhere left to run, there's a fire deep inside that can't be undone. Stand alone, don't look away. Even if the whole world stares, let them see the truth in you. Even if they don't care, face it all, don't close your eyes. Don't let fear control your soul. Even if you stand alone, you're stronger than them all. They can watch with hardened eyes, try to break what you believe, but they'll never feel the truth that you refuse to leave. Every step against the storm, every breath you choose to take is proof that you are more than what they try to break. You don't need their voices to tell you what is real. There's a whisper in your heart that only you can feel. Stand alone, don't turn away. Even if they call your name, let them try to pull you down. You don't have to play. Look them in the eyes. Don't let your courage fall. Even if you stand alone, you still stand tall. There's a voice so small inside, but it's louder than the crowd. If you trust it, follow it. It will lead you out. Stand alone, don't be afraid. Even when the world is cold, fix your eyes on what you feel. Be brave, be bold. Let them stare, let them judge, let them say what they believe. If you trust that voice inside, you'll never be deceived. Stand alone. never give too much at all. But I've seen kindness change a room, like sunlight breaking through the gloom. A single hand, a simple word can heal more than we've ever heard. Funny how the more we share, the lighter becomes what we bear. No one ever grows poor by giving love, by lifting someone when life gets rough. Every piece you give away finds another way to stay, because hearts don't empty when they care. They somehow grow more there. I've met people rich in gold, still feeling lonely, still cold, and others with almost nothing left, still giving more than they possess. A smile, a moment, honest time can mean more than 1,000 signs. The smallest acts can carry far, like quiet lights inside the dark. What we keep may fade away, but what we give somehow remains. No one loses by being kind or opening up what's inside. Love is strange that way it grows. The more you let it go, and maybe that's the secret too. The richest souls are generous through and through. What if life is not about how much we gather for ourselves, but about the lives we touch before we leave this world behind? Because nothing truly travels far like a loving heart. So I'll give while I still can, my words, my time, my hands. Not because I have it all, but because giving makes me whole. And when the years have passed me by, I hope love is what survives. The things we keep will fade someday, but kindness never dies away. And somehow after giving more, I feel richer than before. I used to think that wealth was gold, big houses shining in the cold. Something you could touch and own, something you could call your own. But time kept teaching different things, the value hidden underneath. Because the richest souls I knew, carried worlds inside their truth. Money fades and seasons change, but the mind can outlive everything. Our riches live inside the mind, in every dream and every light, in every lesson that we've learned, in every page and bridge we've burned. Cause what we think and what we know becomes the greatest wealth we hold. A curious heart can cross the sea without ever leaving the street. One idea can change a life, one thought can survive through time. And even when the world feels cold, knowledge gives the soul a home, the power to imagine more than what we've ever seen before. The deepest treasures can't be bought, they grow quietly through thought. strongest kind of gold lives within the soul. What if wealth is not possession, but awareness and perception? The freedom to create and feel, to turn imagination real. Because no thief can steal the fire inside a thoughtful mind inspired. So I'll feed the world inside my head with books, with dreams, with words unsaid. I'll gather wonder more than fame and let curiosity remain. Because when everything else is gone, the mind still carries on. The night was quiet, soft and deep, but inside me worlds still breathe. And I realized I was richer than I knew. The wind is pushing back again, trying hard to slow me down. Every step feels heavier, every inch is fought and found. I used to wish for easier roads, for calm and quiet skies, but something changed inside of me. I see it different now. Because without resistance, you never really rise. And without the pressure, you don't realize. I don't hate the wind anymore. I welcome every storm, because every force against me is what makes me transform. If it's pushing back on me, it means I'm moving right. Every step against the wind is a step toward the light. Yeah, you can. You can't climb without the strain, you can't grow without the fight. Every moment that feels hard is shaping something inside. It's not here to stop your path, it's here to test your will. And every time you push ahead, you prove you're standing still. You don't rise in comfort, you don't change your needs. The things that try to break you are the things you need. I don't hate the wind anymore. I stand and face it strong, because every time it hits me, it proves where I belong. If it stands against my way, then I know I'm on the climb. Every step against the wind is building something mine. Yeah, the stronger that it pushes, the stronger I become. It's not a wall before me, it's where I'm going from. I don't hate the wind anymore. I thank it for the fight, because everything it brings to me is turning wrong to right. If there's nothing in my way, then I'm standing still inside. But every step against the wind is how I rise against the wind. I grow, I grow. I grow. Oh yeah. Oh. I felt the ground beneath me break, watched everything I built just shake. Like I was moving backwards fast, like all my progress couldn't last. It's hard to see it any other way, when you're losing more than you can say. It feels like all the steps you made just faded into yesterday. But what if falling doesn't mean you're not becoming more? What if it's something deeper you've never It's been there all along. You don't always grow by rising. Sometimes you grow by breaking through. And what feels like a setback now is preparing something new. Falling doesn't mean you fail. It doesn't mean you're done. Sometimes the path goes downward before it meets the sun. You might not understand it now, but trust what you can see. Sometimes you fall so you can rise into who you're meant to be. Even the highest mountains start deep beneath the ground, and every upward motion needs a place to push from. Falling doesn't mean you've lost. It doesn't mean you're through. It might be the beginning of something more in you. So don't be afraid of losing. Don't run from the descent, because the fall you feel right now might be heaven sent. You're not falling, you're becoming. Wake up to another morning light, a brand new chance, a brand new try. Yesterday is far behind, and today is yours to write. You don't know what's on the way, but you don't need to anyway. All you need is just one thought to shape the path you walk. What if something good is near? What if it's already here? All it takes is how you see this moment you receive. Today will be good, I can feel it. Something's coming my way. I hold on to what I believe in and live this moment today. Everything I wanna do, I'll give it all I've got, because this day I'm living now is all I've really got. There's a strength in simple things, in the hope a new day brings. Not every moment has to shine to still be worth your time. Even if it's small and slow, even if you don't yet know, every step you choose to take is progress you create. You don't need a perfect plan, just a heart that understands that every day can change your life if you give it a chance. Today will be good, I believe it. Something's waiting for me. I'll follow what I've been dreaming and be who I can be. Everything I wanna start, I'll see it through today, because the life I'm building now begins in what I say. Say it out loud, feel it inside. Something good is on my side. The words you choose can guide your way through everything today. Today will be good, I can feel it, even if I don't know how. I'll trust that something beautiful is waiting for me now. Everything I choose to do, We had everything at once, every touch, every rush. Nothing left we couldn't take, no space for a mistake. Every word was understood, every moment felt so good, like we didn't have to try, just let it fly. But something changed along the way, without a sound, when everything was always there, we stopped looking around. When love is too full, it starts to fade. When nothing is missing, it can't be saved. We had it all, but lost the thrill because too much love can't always feel. You don't notice when it slips from a fire to just a flick, from a spark you couldn't tame to a quiet, empty flame. Every day becomes the same, nothing left to rearrange, and the passion that we knew fades out of you. It's not about the love we had or what we gave, it's about the way we stopped letting it change. When love is too full, it loses light. When there's no hunger, there's no fight. We had enough, but lost the will because too much love can't always feel. Maybe love needs space to breathe, a reason to be missed. Maybe everything we gave is what we risk. When love is too full, it turns to still, not from the lack, but from the fill. We had it all, but lost the fight because too much ease kills desire. Too full, too full, too full, too full, too full, too full to feel. I used to stand beside my dreams like they belonged to someone else, too afraid to trust the fire burning quietly in myself. Every voice kept saying, slow down, people like you never win. But something deep inside me whispered, you don't know until you begin. Before the world believes in you, you have to believe first to believe you can. And you're already halfway there. Every mountain starts to move the moment you decide to dare. Before the victory, before the sky turns bright, it starts inside your heart. The second you believe you might. Every hero once felt broken, every legend once felt fear. But the difference wasn't power, it was refusing to disappear. No dream grows without believing, no fire burns without a spark. And confidence is born in moments when you keep walking through the dark. The hardest step is not the climb,
telling yourself this dream is mine. Believe you can. You're already halfway there. Every scar becomes a lesson. Every failure builds the stairs. The road is never easy, but doubt won't take you far. The future starts the moment you trust who you are. Yeah, I know the fear gets loud. I know the nights that break you down. But every dream that changed the world started with somebody saying, maybe I can. Believe you can. You're already halfway there. Even when the world says no, keep breathing through the fear. Every star was once invisible. Every flame began so small. But belief can turn a fragile heart into something unstoppable. Halfway there, halfway there. The moment you believe, halfway there.
When I was young, I closed my eyes, built whole worlds inside my mind. Cities glowing in the dark, voices reaching past the stars. People said that's just a dream, something distant, never seen. But every road we walk today once lived inside somebody's brain. Nothing starts out fully real. First it's something someone feels. Everything you can imagine already lives somewhere within. Every vision, every fire starts as one untamed desire. The world was built by hearts that dared to believe what wasn't there. Every song before it's sung, every flight before it runs, every pain and every cure was once uncertain and obscure. The future hides inside the mind, waiting for someone to try. And maybe all creation starts with invisible sparks in the dark. Reality begins to bend the moment we stop saying pretend. Everything you can imagine can become more than a passion. Every dream that feels unreal may be closer than you feel, because the line between what is and what could be is thinner than it seems. What if imagination's not escape? What if it's the blueprint we create? Not running from reality, but shaping what reality could be. 'Cause nothing truly new arrives without someone dreaming first. So I'll keep seeing beyond the now, even if I don't know how. Every impossible thing alive was once a thought someone held inside. And maybe that's the greatest art, turning imagination into heart. So I won't fear the dreams I see. They may become reality, because somewhere in the unseen, the future begins. this will to face what's in front of me. Fear can stay, but it won't lead, it won't take control. I'll carry it, but I won't let it own my soul. I won't run, I won't hide, I'll stand here full of life. Even when the storm is strong, I'll face it and hold on. This is more than just a life, it's the way I go. I won't run from anything. This is what I know. Clear and strong, I take my stand. No regrets, no second plan. Even if I fall, I rise with the fire in my eyes. I won't run, I won't hide, I'll stand here shining bright. Face the world with open heart, right here where I start. This is who I choose to be, no matter what may come. I won't run from anything. I've already won. I won't run, I'll
Nothing stays the way it was. Not the sky, not us. Every season leaves its color, then disappears like dust. People come and people leave. Hearts break, dreams evolve. Life keeps moving like the ocean, no matter what we hope. I used to fear the shifting ground till I learned change is life itself somehow. Change is inevitable, change is constant. Every ending opens doors to something beyond it. Every scar becomes a lesson, every loss rewrites the soul. We were never made to stay the same, we were made to grow. The child I was is fading, the person I'll become unknown. Every step creates a stranger, and somehow still feels like home. Sometimes change feels like a heartbreak, like losing pieces of your skin. But maybe transformation hurts because new life is breaking in. Nothing living stays untouched, time reshapes all of us. Change is inevitable, like the turning of the earth. Every night becomes a sunrise, every pain can give rebirth. Every fire leaves ashes, every storm makes the sea. And even shattered hearts can grow into who they're meant to be. I tried to hold forever, tried to freeze what felt alive. But the tighter that I held it, the faster it slipped by. So maybe peace begins when you stop resisting change. Change is inevitable, change is constant. Every ending carries hidden light beyond the darkness. Every version of myself led me to this
used to think that happiness was something I could keep for myself. A little more money, a little more time, maybe then I finally feel alive. But all the moments that stayed with me were never things I got to keep. They were smiles sharing passing rain, hands held through someone else's pain. Funny how the heart grows wide when you stop holding everything inside. The secret to living is giving love away while you're still breathing. Every kindness leaves a light, burning softly through the night. And somehow when you give your heart, you end up richer than you are. A song can save a lonely soul. A word can help somebody hold on. Even little things we do can become someone's truth. I've seen strangers change a day just by choosing warmth instead, because the smallest acts of care can heal wounds we never see there. What we keep will fade with time, but what we give survives somehow inside. Life becomes more beautiful the moment we become useful. Not perfect, not famous, not above, just willing to give love, because the world remembers most the hearts that helped it feel less cold. What it means not in taking, but in all the lives we're changing. Not in what we own someday, but who felt lighter when we stayed. Because nothing travels farther than a generous heart does. So I'll give while I still can. My words, my time, my hands, I love louder than my fear. Be present while I'm here, because one day when this life is through, I want the love I gave to echo too. The night grew quiet, soft and wide, and I finally realized the secret to living was never having more. Hey, it was giving more.
I spent too many nights inside my head, fighting shadows underneath my bed. Every what if pulling at my chest, till I forgot how to rest. Fear kept whispering in silence, turning doubt into a cage. I was living for tomorrow while anxiety stole today. The more I fed the fear inside, the more it took control of my life. What worries you will master you, steal your fire, break your truth. Every second that you hide gives the darkness more life. So I won't bow to fear again, I won't let it on my head. I'd rather fall while chasing life than live my whole life terrified. Every scar I tried avoiding only followed me around. Every storm I kept escaping still came crashing through somehow. Maybe courage isn't fearless, maybe courage is the fight to keep moving through the chaos, even shaking inside. Fear grows bigger when you run, but smaller when you face it head on. What worries you will master you, turn your dreams into something you lose. Every chain begins as doubt, till it locks your spirit down. So I'll breathe through every fear, even with my hands unclear. I won't
lost its shape. It can build or it can break every heart it touches. A simple phrase, a passing line can change the course of someone's life, like a spark in the dark, lighting what was hidden. We don't always see the weight of what we choose to say, but every word becomes a seed that grows in some way. So choose your words carefully. They become your reality. They can lift you up or pull you down like waves upon the sea. A single word can heal a heart or leave a silent scar. The life you live is shaped by the words you are. The ones who walk in brighter days know the power in what they say. They don't waste their voice on harm. They choose light over shadows. It's not about saying more, it's about what you stand for. Every phrase, every tone becomes the path you follow. You can turn a storm to calm with the way you speak, or turn a calm into a storm with a word that cuts too deep. So choose your words carefully. They echo endlessly. They can shape your world inside and who you're meant to be. Hey! Every voice can build a bridge or burn it from the start. The life you hold is written in the words you impart. Kindness isn't weakness, it's a strength you decide. And every word you choose with care is a light you provide. So choose your words carefully. Let them carry truth and grace, because the life you're creating lives in what you say. Every moment, every breath is a chance to start anew, and the world you want to live in begins with you. Choose your words. Choose your life. Choose your words. Choose your life. Oh, 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 oh. I fell down harder than before. Watched my plans hit the floor. Everything I tried to build slipped away against my will. Voices telling me that's it. Maybe you should just quit. Like one mistake defines my name. Like losing means I lost the game. But what if falling isn't final? What if it's just a sign that there's something more to learn before I get it right? So what if I fail? So what if I fail? I'll take what I learned and I'll do it again. again is a lesson learned. So what if I fail? So what if I break? I'll rebuild it stronger with every mistake. I won't stop now, I won't pretend, because every time I fail, I begin again. So what if I fail? Oh, I'll try again. Whoa.
Some are born with quicker hands, sharper minds, a brighter start. Some seem touched by something special right from the very heart. Maybe talent matters, maybe gifts can light the way, but talent fades so quickly when effort walks away. Because the world remembers people who refuse to disappear, the ones who kept on climbing year after year after year. Not the fastest in a moment, not the loudest in the room, but the souls who kept believing long after early bloom. The real strength is persistence, the courage to remain, to keep moving through exhaustion, through heartbreak and through pain. That is the key to greatness, more than talent shining bright. The people who succeed I used to think if I fought harder, I could outrun every loss. Like every scar was just a weakness, every failure meant I'm lost. I kept chasing perfect endings, trying not to fall behind. But the harder that I pushed it, the more I lost my mind. Sometimes life won't bend your way, no matter how hard you pray. Sometimes you have to face it. You can't always win the fight. Sometimes your heart gets broken. Sometimes dreams don't survive. But losing doesn't mean you failed, and falling doesn't mean goodbye. Sometimes the bravest thing you do is still standing after the night. There were nights I blamed the mirror for every road that fell apart, like the world owed me an answer for the aching in my heart. But every storm I tried avoiding only taught me how to hide, till I learned that being human means you lose sometimes in life. Every wound becomes a sign that you loved enough to try. Sometimes you have to face it. You can't always win them all. Sometimes the strongest people are the ones who still stand tall. Even when the sky is breaking, even when your tears won't dry. You don't have to be undefeated, just alive enough to fight. Yeah, I wanted every answer, wanted every dream to stay. But maybe strength is learning not everything goes your way. And maybe peace begins the moment you stop pretending you're supposed to never break. Sometimes you have to face it. You can't always win in life, but every loss can shape you into something stronger inside. So even if my heart gets shattered, even if I lose tonight, I'll still rise when morning comes and keep moving toward the light. You can't always win, but you can still survive.
I used to speak in hopeful lines, talk about dreams like they were mine. Say I believed in love and truth, but fear kept me from following through. It's easy saying what sounds right from the safety of the sidelines, but words grow hollow over time if your life stays out of line. Because belief is more than sound, it's the road your footsteps found. If you believe it, live it out. Don't let your faith stay trapped in doubt, 'cause truth is more than what we say. It's the choices that we make, and every value we defend. through how we live. I've seen people preach about grace while hatred lived behind their face, and others speak of being free, still chained by their hypocrisy. But the strongest souls I've known were quiet in the way they showed their hearts through every little thing, not just words but living. Integrity begins when no one sees what you still choose to be. If you believe in love, then love. If you believe in hope, rise up. If you believe the world can change, then live like change can start today. Because conviction without action is only comfort in disguise. What if the life you truly want requires more than just your thoughts? What if belief becomes real only through the way you live? Because the soul grows weak inside when actions and beliefs divide. So I'll stop hiding behind words and let my life be fully heard. Not perfect, not without mistakes, but honest in the path I take. Because the truest thing I've learned is belief should burn through how we live. So let my actions speak for me beyond philosophy. Because faith without a life to prove it feels incomplete.
Everybody sees the mountain touching clouds beyond the sky, and dreams above the moment they finally reach the light. But standing at the bottom, the distance feels unreal. The road ahead looks endless, too heavy to be healed. And then you turn around there before the climb begins, because fear of the summit defeats them from within. But every steep hill waiting, every impossible height begins with small, slow footsteps taken through the night. To climb a rugged mountain, you must first learn to walk slow, steady through the silence, trusting what you cannot know, not rushing toward tomorrow, not burning out too fast, but building strength with patience that will actually last. I used to hate slow progress, wanted everything at once, wanted proof that I was moving before the race had even run. But mountains punish hurried hearts that try to skip the climb, because true strength is created little by little through time. One breath in cold air, one stone beneath your feet, one more quiet morning, choosing not to retreat. That's how high places welcome you, not through reckless speed, but through humble persistence, learning what you need. A climber who moves slowly still rises toward the sky, while someone rushing blindly may collapse before the rise. And honestly, life feels similar. Dreams are steep hills too. You cannot become stronger without walking slowly through failure, through waiting, through seasons feeling small, still believing every tiny step is carrying you through it all. Because the strongest people walking were not always fast or loud. They simply kept their footing when storms gathered dark clouds. They learned how to endure, how to breathe through slowly. Every mountain starts below. Just keep your feet moving, even when progress feels slight, because every giant summit was reached one step at a time. And one day you'll look backward at the hill you feared before and realize your quiet patience built strength down to the core. So walk slowly first. There is no shame in pace, because the people who truly reach the top are the ones who stayed inside the race.
You stand between the lines of what you fear and what you want. One step forward, one step back. A battle never fought. Time won't wait for you to choose. It keeps moving either way. And every second you hold back is a chance you throw away. There's no middle ground in this, no safe place left to hide. You either take the risk or watch your life pass by. It's all or nothing now. You either rise or fall. You either take the leap or never move at all. Life is just a choice you make between fear and fight. You either live with courage or you waste your life. You can play it safe forever, never feel the sting, but you'll never know the fire that a single chance can bring. Every dream demands a risk, every path demands a stand, and the only way to live it is to take it in your hands. You don't get another shot at the life you're living now, so choose the road that scares you and don't ask how. It's all or nothing now, no turning back this time. You either face the fall or never learn to climb. Life is not a waiting game, it's a fire inside. You either live with courage or you let it die. You're not here to disappear. You're not here to stay small. You're here to take the risk or not live at all. It's all or nothing now. This moment is your call. You either stand and fight or never stand at all. Life is just a single chance, don't let it pass you by. You either live with courage I spent too long waiting around for the right time to come around, thinking someday I would change, when fear and doubt would fade away. But tomorrow kept moving on, never staying very long, and every dream I left behind started fading in my mind. The future doesn't fall from the sky, it begins the moment you decide. The future starts today, not somewhere far away, not in promises you make, but in the steps you choose to take. Every second that you wait is a door that doesn't stay, because tomorrow's built from what you do today. You don't need to see the end or know exactly where you'll land. Most roads are made while walking through, not before they're walked by you. The smallest move can shift your life, a quiet choice, a sleepless night, and one brave moment saying yes can change everything after it. No one arrives before they start. The first step is the hardest part. The future starts right here, inside your doubt and fear, not after everything feels right, but in the courage to begin tonight. Dreams don't grow in someday plans, they grow inside your hands. What if this is all there is? Not a rehearsal, not a test. What if the life you're waiting for is standing at your door? Because one day you'll look behind and realize this was the time. The future starts today, with every risk you're brave enough to take. Not perfect, not complete, just alive beneath your feet. And maybe that's the truth we learn. Tomorrow begins the moment we turn. So I won't wait for signs anymore, I'll walk through the open door, because the life I dream about starts now. Woo! When everything is falling out of place and nothing moves the way you planned, you feel the weight of every thought you can't hold in your hands. It's easy to get lost in fear, to chase the things you can't control, to fight a war inside your mind that slowly takes your soul. But some things aren't yours to change, no matter how you try, and all the worry in the world won't move the sky. Let go of what you can't hold, don't drown in what won't be. Not every storm you face in life is yours to defeat. Turn inward, mend your heart, care. It's not about ignoring pain or pretending all is fine. It's knowing where to place your strength and where to draw the line. Some battles don't need fighting, some fears don't need your breath. The life you're meant to grow into begins with what you accept. You don't need to fix the world to find your way again. You just need to steady what's within. Let go of what you can't change. Don't carry needless weight. Some things are better left to time or something greater than fate. Focus on your inner ground where strength begins to grow, because the ones who rise again know what to let go. Peace is not in having all, it's knowing what to release and building from the broken parts a deeper kind of peace. Let go of what you can't change and give your heart some space. Rebuild yourself from who you are, not what you can't replace. Don't waste your soul on empty fears or things beyond your reach. The life you're meant to live again begins in what you keep. Let go and begin again.
I spent years waiting for a moment, for a sign to show the way, dreaming with my eyes wide open while my life kept slipping away. Everybody talks about greatness like it falls out of the sky, but nothing changes in the silence. Nothing moves if you don't try. The distance between dreams and reality is action underneath your feet. The secret of getting things done is to act before the fear has won. One step, one spark, one fight can change your whole life. Tonight, you can think forever, you can plan until the end, but nothing in this world begins until you move again. Every hero once stood frozen, every legend once felt small, but they chose to keep on moving, even scared they'd lose it all. No perfect time is coming, no magic voice appears. The only way to cross the distance is to walk through all your fears. Dreams die slowly in delay, but action gives them breath again. The secret of getting things done is to move before you're ready enough. Every mountain starts to fall the moment you answer the call. You can fail 1,000 times, still become a guiding light, because the ones who change the world are the ones who dare to try. Yeah, I wasted too much time waiting for the perfect life, but perfection never came till I jumped into the flames. And suddenly the fear was smaller, than the regret of standing still. The secret of getting things done is to act while your heart beats loud. Run through doubt, break the chains, turn your scars into a name. No more waiting for someday. No more throwing dreams away. Tonight I choose to finally move and become the proof. Act now before the moment fades. Act now before it's too late.
Yeah. I spent years asking why we're here, searching for some meaning clear, a bigger plan, a hidden sign, something written in the sky. But life kept passing quietly, in coffee cups and city streets, in tight smiles and midnight talks, in little moments never caught it. Maybe meaning isn't far away, maybe it's hidden in each day. Maybe life doesn't need a reason beyond the acts of truly breathing, the laughter, love, the tears, the scars, the way we carry who we are. Because maybe the purpose all along was simply living while we can. The suns are fading into blue, a hand reaching out to you, the sound of rain against the glass. Oh no, knowing none of this can last, and somehow that makes it more real, not less important, but more deeply felt. 'Cause fleeting things still leave a mark, like little fires in the dark. The beauty of a passing flame is knowing it won't stay the same. We don't need to conquer time or leave a perfect life behind. Sometimes enough is simply this, to feel alive inside the wind, to love, to hurt, to heal again, to wake up and begin again. What if the search itself is life? Not arriving but the ride, not some final answer found, but every heartbeat making sound. Because existence isn't waiting somewhere else, it's happening right now itself. So I'll stop chasing distant skies and hold this bleeding life tonight. The broken parts, the golden days, the temporary human ways. Because maybe the deepest truth is that living itself is enough. The night grew still beneath the stars, no final answers, no grand cause, just my heart beating softly, and somehow that was meaning enough for me. trying hard to stay dry tonight, but I stood still beneath the sky. Let the cold run through my mind. Something in that silver sound made the whole world slow down. Maybe life is more than getting through. Maybe it's what reaches you. Some people feel the rain, others just get wet. Some hear music in the storm, others only hear regret. The world keeps falling all the same, but hearts don't see it equally. Maybe living isn't breathing, maybe it's feeling deeply. I've met people rich in gold, still somehow emotionally cold. And I've seen broken souls at night find beauty in a traffic light. Because wonder isn't bought or taught, it's hidden in the way we stop to notice how the moments move and let them move through you to the sky. Speak softly every day, but not everybody hears the rain. Some people feel the rain, the sadness and the grace, the quiet ache of being here, and time upon their face. Others walk right through the storm, never touch beneath the skin. But I don't wanna miss this life by never letting it in. What if pain is part of sight? What if tears let in the light? Maybe hearts that truly break are the ones that truly wake. Because numbness keeps you safe, but feeling makes you alive. So let me feel the rain tonight, the beauty and the lonely side, the fleeting warmth, the passing years, the hidden hope inside the tears. Because I'd rather ache and know than never feel this world at all. The rain kept falling through the dark, cold against my beating heart. And for the first time in a while, I felt alive. Mm. Yeah, yeah. People only see the light, not the endless sleepless nights, not the years of being unknown, still creating all alone. Everybody loves the rise, but greatness grows where silence hides. In tiny steps repeated slow, long before the flowers show. Maybe brilliance isn't speed, maybe it's refusing to leave. Genius lives inside patience, inside quiet dedication, and showing up again and again when no one understands. Because the brightest flames I've known were built slow as stone. Were built slow as stone. I used to chase the sudden spark, the overnight, the instant start. But rivers carved through mountains deep, not through force but endlessly. Every masterpiece take time, every dream survives through nights. And those who change the world somehow are the ones who don't back down. born. Is devotion carried on? What if talent's overrated compared to staying dedicated? What if greatness quietly grows in the ones who keep going slow? Because time reveals what's true to the ones who follow through. So I'll trust the slower climb, the unseen work, the passing time. I'll keep building through the dark, even when it's hard to start. Because one day the world may see what patience created quietly in me. The night was long, the room was still, but something kept burning still. And I realized the fire was patience all along.
They hand me numbers, black and white. Tell me what is wrong or right. Measured lives in cold statistics, like a soul can fit inside it. They say this is reality, this is all you get to be. But something deeper in my chest keeps screaming they miss the rest. 'Cause truth is more than what you see, more than surface certainty. Facts can build a prison wall, truth can make the whole thing fall. Sometimes what they call real kills the way we truly feel. You can know every detail, still completely miss the trail. Facts may shine like neon lights, but they can blind your eyes to truth tonight. Every label, every rule turned us into frightened fools, trading wonder for conclusions, living trapped inside illusions. They say, prove it scientifically, but love was never geometry, and hope was never something you could hold mathematically. Maybe truth is something wild, something reason can't define. Facts can build a perfect cage, truth still breaks beyond the frame. Sometimes logic draws a line that leaves the human heart behind. You can count the stars above, still never understand their love. Facts may tell you what is there, but truth is something deeper in the air. Yeah, I'm tired of empty answers, tired of cold reality. There's a far beyond the data, something bigger calling me. Not everything that matters can be written down or seen. Some truths only live inside the spaces in between. Facts can never hold the soul, truth is far beyond control. Every dream, every scar made us more than what we are. You can know the world by name, still never touch the deeper flame. Facts may fill the mind with light, but truth still burns beyond tonight. Beyond the facts, beyond the lines, there's still a truth alive.
used to think the world was fair, that good hearts always made it there, that hard work meant a straight line road, and kindness never walked alone. But life is ways of breaking plans, giving less than what we hand. Some people win without the scars, some lose beneath the stars. The world won't bend because you ache, that's the truth we learned too late. Life's not fair, it never was. Some nights hurt without a cause, some doors close without a sound, some dreams fall to the ground. But even knowing all of this, I still choose not to quit. I've seen the wrong ones rise too high, and honest souls get left behind. Watched love fade for no good reason, watched winter come in every season. But bitterness can steal your light if you let it live inside. So I learned to carry pain without letting it chain me. You can curse the rain all night, or learn somehow to walk through it alive. Life's not fair, but life still calls. Through every rise and every fall, you don't get to choose the storm, only how you carry on. But maybe strength is simply this, still walking after it hits. What if peace is not believing that life will always treat you evenly? What if peace is understanding you can still grow through the damage? Because fairness isn't guaranteed, but meaning still can be. Life's not fair, maybe never will, but there's beauty breathing through it still, in every heart that keeps its grace, even after pain. And though the world may wound sometimes, I won't let it harden mine. So let the road be rough and long, I'll still carry on. Because even in an unfair world, there's still a life worth living for. Yeah. I used to see each fall as proof that maybe I was born to lose. Every wrong turn, every scar felt like drifting too far. But looking back through all those nights, the broken roads, the endless fights, I see now every painful bend was shaping who I'd be in the end. The ground beneath us often breaks before it learns the weight it takes. Failure is another stone on the road to something more. Every bruise, every mistake builds the strength we'll need someday, because greatness isn't found without falling to the ground. The strongest people that I know carry stories no one's told, not of easy victories, but surviving what should have buried them deep. A mountain isn't climbed in one breath, and courage isn't born from rest. It rises slowly through the pain, again and again and again. No masterpiece comes perfectly, it's carved through trial repeatedly. Failure is not where it ends, it's where the deeper growth begins. Every door that shuts too soon still points toward another room, because every shattered dream teaches what success will need. What if falling is the price of learning how to truly rise? Not punishment, not defeat, the part of becoming complete. are the ones who kept walking through the weight. The road was rough beneath the rain, but every scar became a step again. And somewhere beyond the fear, I kept climbing. I left with nothing but a restless heart, a suitcase full of questions, no map, no clear direction, just the need to step beyond. The world felt bigger than my fears, every road a chance to see, not just what was out there waiting, but who I could be. I didn't notice when it started, or the moment something shifted inside. It happened quietly like breathing. Somewhere between the miles is something close to magic, and leaving everything you know, and coming back a different person than the one who chose to go. The same sky, the same old streets, but nothing feels the same to me. Somewhere out there I changed and brought it back with me. Strangers became reflections, every place a mirror of truth. I saw parts of myself in silence I never noticed in my youth. I lost the need for easy answers, I found comfort in the unknown. The distance gave me clarity I couldn't find at home. It wasn't the places I traveled, it was the space I let myself feel. The farther I went from who I was, the closer I got to what was real. There's something close to magic, and leaving everything you know, and coming back a different person than the one who chose to go. The same faces, the same old names, but I don't see them the same way. Somewhere out there I changed, and it followed me home. You don't always see it happening, you don't hear the moment it begins, but every step into the unknown rewrites the story from within. It's not about escaping life, it's about returning new, seeing the familiar world again through a different view. Far away I found a peace I didn't know I missed, and now I carry it with me in everything that is. There's something close to magic, and leaving everything behind, and coming back with open eyes and a rearranged mind. Nothing changed and everything did, that's the beauty I can't explain. I went away to find myself, and I came back changed. You don't go far just to escape, you go far to return. And somewhere in that distance, you become someone new.
I used to chase tomorrow like happiness lived ahead, some distant perfect moment inside my restless head. I kept saying someday softly, I'll start when fear is gone, while precious little mornings kept right here in this heartbeat, right here beneath the sky. This ordinary moment is where we truly live our lives. I remember rainy evenings, feeling lost and incomplete, thinking meaning waited somewhere far beyond my reach. But then I watched the sunlight fall across a silent room, and something inside whispered, you are alive right now too. Not someday when you succeed, not someday when you heal, not someday when everything finally feels real. This breath matters deeply, this morning has a name, and every unnoticed second will never come again. That truth changed how I walked, changed how I saw the rain, changed how I held the people standing close through joy and pain. Because we waste so much living inside fear what may come, or buried underneath memories of what we should have done. Meanwhile life keeps calling softly through coffee cups and skies, through tired conversations and tears in honest eyes, through music in the darkness, through laughter after pain, through tiny beautiful moments, too fleeting to explain. And honestly, maybe meaning was never something grand. Maybe it's hidden quietly inside the present in our hands. A chance to love more deeply, a chance to begin again, a chance to hold this fragile life before it disappears in wind. So don't wait forever to finally start to live. This day is already precious, exactly as it is. Even with your struggles, even with your scars, there is still beauty breathing inside where you are. Life is not tomorrow, life is not the past, life is this moment moving far too fast. So look at the morning sunlight, feel the air inside your chest, because this ordinary day may secretly be the best. And one day, when it's over, you may finally realize life was never somewhere else. It was hidden inside today's sunrise. Love the truth. I used to see the world in black and white, right or wrong, no compromise, pointing fingers from my tower like I knew what truth defined. But every heart hides secret battles, every soul has scars unseen, and the deeper that I wandered, the less simple people seemed. Truth can guide us through the dark, but love is what heals the heart. Love the truth, but pardon every human error. We all fall beneath the weight of fear, regret, and pressure. No one walks this road unbroken, no one leaves without mistakes. So hold on to what is honest, but forgive what people break. I've said words I wish I swallowed, I've become what I once blamed, and the mirror taught me slowly we are all both light and pain. Maybe wisdom isn't judging, maybe strength is letting go, understanding every human is still learning as they grow. Truth without compassion burns, love without truth never learns. Love the truth, but pardon every scar, Speak the truth with open hands, not stones you throw in hate. Yeah, the truth can cut like lightning, but mercy keeps us alive. Because what makes us truly human is forgiving while we fight. And maybe love is not perfection, maybe love is understanding. Love the truth, but pardon all the human weakness. Every soul is carrying storms, nobody escapes the darkness. So I'll stand for what is honest without losing empathy. Because truth means nothing in this world without humanity. Love the truth, forgive the flaws. That's how hearts survive.
You're chasing something far away, a distant light you cannot hold, counting all the things you miss while letting go of gold. You think it's somewhere else you'll find a reason just to feel alive, but all the while it's passing by right in front of your eyes. If joy feels out of reach right now, there's only one thing true. You're looking at what's missing, not at what's with you. Everything you need is here, right inside your hands. Every breath, every moment, more than you understand. You don't need another dream to finally feel alive. The joy you're searching for is already inside. The way the sunlight hits your skin, the quiet space you're breathing in, the simple things you overlook are louder than they seem. It's not about what you don't have or what you're trying to become. It's everything you already hold, but keep on running from. You don't need to chase the world to find what's real and true. Sometimes the greatest happiness is already with you. Everything you need is here, closer than you know. Every second you're alive is more than you've been told. You don't need to look ahead or leave this place behind. The joy you're trying to find is in this very time. What if nothing's missing? What if this is whole? What if everything you need has always been your soul? You need is here. You don't have to run. All the light you're searching for has already begun in the life you're living now. In the breath you take, the joy you've been waiting for was never far away. Right here, right now.
I used to think tomorrow would always wait for me. Another chance, another sunrise, another opportunity. So I wasted quiet mornings, ignored the work I knew, turned away from morning sights like they would never come true. I said I'd start later, I still have time somehow, while little cracks beneath my feet were growing even now. Because destiny's patient, it watches what we ignore, and every careless moment returns someday for sure. The suffering waiting in the future may come from time you threw away. Not in one dramatic second, but through countless small no's. No to discipline, no to courage, no to doing what is right, till one day consequences arrive like storms of the night. And suddenly we wonder, how did life become this way? Without seeing all the tiny moments we slowly walked away. From effort, from purpose, from the work we should have done, thinking time would forgive us before the damage had begun. But time remembers everything, every choice beneath the sun, and the future is created by what we do or leave undone. That truth once terrified me, but then it set me free. Because if neglect shapes destruction, then effort shapes destiny. Every hour used wisely, every battle faced today, builds protection for tomorrow in an unseen, hidden way. One discipline repeated, one honest step through fear, one difficult decision now can save entire future years. So don't waste this moment, don't sleep through your own life. The storms we meet tomorrow often start in tonight's silence. And maybe wisdom means understanding this at last. The future is not sudden, it is quietly being built inside the present we let pass.
I've seen cities glowing gold, crowded streets and hearts turn cold. People chasing endless things, still feeling empty underneath. But then a hand reached out to mine, and suddenly the world felt alive, like winter breaking into spring. From one small human thing, maybe love is not just part of life, maybe it's the reason light shines. What is life without the light of love? Just days passing by unnoticed, because love turns ordinary nights into something almost holy, and every heart begins to glow. The moment it's truly known. A laugh across a quiet room, a voice saying I'm here for you. The little moments no one sees become the soul of a memory. Love paints color into time, makes even broken things feel bright. And without it, all the world can be is motion without meaning. The stars may fill the sky above, but nothing shines like human love. What is wealth without someone to hold? What is warmth inside the cold? Because love is what gives life its flame, the thing that makes us more than names. And even when the years grow dark, love leaves a light inside the heart. What if love is not weakness, but the deepest kind of strength? The courage to stay open wide, even knowing hearts can break, because nothing truly beautiful exists untouched by love at all. So I'll
The clock keeps moving softly even when we look away. Another quiet morning, another passing day. We think life is forever, like there's endless time to lose. But every hour disappearing is another chance we choose. A moment spent in anger, a moment spent in fear, a moment chasing nothing still disappears from here. Because time is not just seconds falling silently apart. The way you spend your hours becomes the shape of your heart. How you spend your time becomes how you spend your life. Every word and every moment is carving who you are inside. Every choice is writing the story of your days, and slowly through repetition, a whole life takes its shape. I used to waste my mornings waiting for someday, thinking life would truly start far beyond today. I chased distractions endlessly to silence what I feared, while dreams inside me quietly faded year by year. And honestly, the saddest thing was not the time I lost, but realizing little moments eventually become the cause. Because life is not one giant scene, not one dramatic night. It's built from countless tiny hours hidden out of sight. One conversation deeply felt, one promise you maintain, 1 hour spent creating, one lesson learned through pain. That's how lives become meaningful, that's how futures rise. Not suddenly in glory, but through daily sacrifice. The people who become something rarely waste their days. They understand each moment quietly shapes their ways. Not perfectly, not endlessly productive, but consciously alive, knowing every breath is precious. Because none of us survive forever in time. A flower blooms briefly, a sunset quickly fades, and human life is fragile too, no matter wealth or fame. That truth once frightened me, until it made me see the value of this heartbeat, the gift of simply being. So now I try to guard my hours more carefully than goals, because time once gone forever can never again be held. I want my days to matter, I want my soul awake, I want the life I'm living to reflect the paths I take, toward love, toward growth, toward dreams that still remain, toward moments worth remembering long after passing pain. Because in the end, a lifetime is not measured only by years we survive, but by what we gave our time to while we were alive. So choose your moments wisely, choose what fills your days. Because how you spend your time becomes the life you make. The world keeps screaming louder, taller, faster now, making every quiet journey feel like it will count somehow. You look around at others, already touching light, while you're still fighting battles hidden deep inside the night. And slowly doubt starts growing, like maybe you're too late. Maybe dreams belong to others, maybe this is fate. But flowers bloom in seasons, not the moment seeds are sown. And even stars need darkness before their light is shown. of change. Every small step felt meaningless, every effort felt the same. I wanted proof immediately, wanted signs that I would win. But life kept teaching patience again and again and again. Because mountains are not conquered in one dramatic flight. They are climbed through tiny footsteps, repeated every night. One promise kept while tired, one morning choosing hope, one more time refusing to let go of the road. That's how people survive storms, that's how hearts become strong. Not through sudden miracles, but through continuing on. And honestly, maybe the bravest thing is not moving fast through fear, but staying faithful quietly, year after year. While the world demands perfection, while doubt enters your chest, still protecting a fragile dream and giving it your best. Because some people burn brightly then disappear too soon, while others move more slowly and still reach the moon. So don't curse your timing, don't surrender to despair. The road is still unfolding as long as you are there. As long as your feet are moving, as long as your soul still tries, there is still a future waiting beyond these heavy nights. Don't rush, but don't stop. That's how real dreams survive. Not through speed, but through hearts that refuse to die.
When I was young, I closed my eyes, built whole worlds inside my mind. Cities glowing in the dark, voices reaching past the stars. People said that's just a dream, something distant, never seen. But every road we walk today once lived inside somebody's brain. Nothing starts out fully real. First it's something someone feels. Everything you can imagine already lives somewhere within. Every vision, every fire starts as one untamed desire. The world was built by hearts that dared to believe what wasn't there. Every song before it's sung, every flight before it runs, every pain and every cure was once uncertain and obscure. The future hides inside the mind, waiting for someone to try. And maybe all creation starts with invisible sparks in the dark. Reality begins to bend the moment we stop saying pretend. Everything you can imagine can become more than a passion. Every dream that feels unreal will maybe closer than you feel. Because the line between what is and what could be is thinner than it seems. What if imagination's not escape? What if it's the blueprint we create? Not running from reality, but shaping what reality could be. 'Cause nothing truly new arrives without someone dreaming first. So I'll keep seeing beyond the now, won't fear the dreams I see. They may become reality because somewhere